Okay, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to open fermenting bucket. It's been over a month that it's been sitting there, and in the previous video you would have seen how I done it, how I built it. You can check the previous videos. Any upgrades I've done: I cut a hole on the top, put some mesh there, let some more air come out for the pipe because the pipe was up closer and it was a little bit too much heat. But as you can see here, they've eaten it right down to here. It was at full bin right up to here. Now the only the good and bads of it is on the sides here we put some vents on the top and bottom, as you see there, for air. Fly screen in there for the vents, Coca-Cola tops, and also I showed you how we built it in previous videos. The only thing is you have to watch, but you'll see here, if you have a look here, the fly screen will fall out. Okay, it's not meant to. It normally has a metal ring in there, and as you can see, if you look inside here, you come and look now inside the bucket, you see they can get straight through. So what's happened there, black soldier flies, and flies decide to make their home in there, and which is not a problem because they eat it down also, but they leave their larvae, then the larvae go into flies, and then you've got a shed full of, not full, but a shed of black soldier flies trying to get out. My 10-year-old thought it was a very good thing to do, because each time she would get the black soldier flies out with her hands. They don't bite, they don't scratch, they're not nasty. People out there probably say they are, but I know for a fact they're not. And she let them go. But within a week they were gone. So today I'm going to tip this out and show you after a month all the food scraps that we originally wrapped in Coles shopping bags, to see if the recycled bags are properly, where they break down, or it's just a myth. So today I have my whip pick, so I'm going to try to lift this and put it in there. Always bend your knees, as you know. Now if you come here, I'll show you how to tip it out. It's nice and black and gold. Most of the bark is left, which down there the bark doesn't get eaten. It'll break down, but needs a lot long. There's a couple of small bags here. It hasn't broke down on the bottom of the bucket, but that's not a problem. I'll just put that back. But you can see the worms, activity, eggs. As I said before, that one dropped. They're actually breeding better in these type of bucket systems. There's an egg right there, I don't know if you can see it or not. Where my finger is. Green egg, it's a new looking one. But for me to breed the worms, there's a bigger one. So what I've done, I put my juveniles in there. Eat little hearts out, as teenagers eat at our house and home. And yeah, there's an egg right there, as I said, another fresh egg where my finger is. So they're growing a good size. And then you've got your beetles, you see here. I can't remember the name of them beetles. They're harmless. They're part of the food web. They also will help break stuff down. So they all, nature helps each other break it down. So what I'll do now, I'll pull this pipe out here, which was in the middle. Give it a bit of a bang here. So a little bit wet in the middle there. That's because it's been on the bottom. But that won't hurt. Tip the rest out here. On this side, so you see a difference. Give it a bit of a bang of room. So that comes up on the bottom. So So I had that sitting on the bottom. That was sitting on the bottom, as you can see the paper. I had the pipe running out of that and air comes up through there. Now normally, it's not as wet as this. But what I've done, you see all the worms here all trying to get out. Okay, it's a little bit more wetter than I want it to be. But they like it that way. So you can see here that hasn't broke down the last couple of bags, shopping bags. A couple of weeks that'll be gone. But this will all be get put back into a fresh bucket. Not a problem. So there's no stink. You see the shopping bag there. Now there's the duck soldier fly larvae that's been laid down the bottom. It'll hatch out in a matter of time and climb its way out and fly out. If you get them in the bin, don't panic, they will not hurt. I did have chickens here that were eating them, but my dogs decided to eat the chickens. There's one there. It's a fresher looking one that hasn't gone into pupate yet. But the system itself is a good idea, the size of it. Now I didn't weigh the amount of waste I put in there, food waste, but as you can see, for a backyard gardener or anything like that, it's pretty much, you pack it, first couple of weeks, keep an eye on it, make sure no flies get in. If they do, there's no problem. Now I'll put holes in the bottom for the any leakage, because every food bit of waste will leak. I had another trays to leak into. In about a week it stopped. I'm in a closed up shed. Not much smell in here. But this here you could use in your garden straight away. Most of it's bark. Meow. Most of it's bark and mulch, leaf mulch. So pretty much they've eaten all that. I can't eat the sticks, but they've eaten everything else down. And you have a look here closely. The worms are nice and healthy. They're only juveniles, because they're my young ones. As I say, here and there you find some fresh eggs around, here and there. So they're multiplying, they're starting to breed, the young breeders. And you could use that. There's a bigger one, a bit more healthier worm. They're a bit docile at the moment. That's a nice big fat one. So you could use this in the garden mix, multiple stuff. Look at that one there, that's got a breeding, that's ready to breed. Contenta, look at the ring on, it's ready to go. Now, it's probably not for everyone, but as I said, you see the previous videos, you pretty much just shred down your feed, wrap it up, pack it. The previous video I'll show you how to do it, and put it in there and leave it. Set and forget. There's no odour, there's nothing else, a bit of leakage here and there, you can sort that out. But for people who live off the grid, live in a caravan, I have had, not personally spoke, but I've had emails and stuff by women that, look at that worm there, that's beautiful, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. People, anyone loves worms out in the area will know what I'm talking about. How healthy that is. Now, I don't feed them. A bit of moisture there is because where I had them near the shed leaked, the water went in the top, went through the bottom. But as you can see, it's just the bottom has been wet. It's not even smelly. So the wet stuff can be put back in, there's no drama. But as I was saying, there's a lady in parts of Alaska that messaged me. She says it's a great idea. She's trying it with buckets. Now she says the same thing. She'll set it outside, right? She'll get the smaller buckets like these ones, which want to be ready in a few weeks. They're easier form. Okay. Set and forget. And she lives off the grid, and she puts all her veggies in there. They put all types of things. People will put something, the chicken is deceased or something deceased on the farm, so foxes and rats won't come and eat it, because you put it in the compost pile, they'll dig it up. So for people who want to live off the grid or overseas, anything like that, it's a good idea. It's a win-win situation. You get ready to recycle your stuff, your worms get bigger, they breed, you don't have to handle them each day, it's a month before you even touch them. I could even lift this longer. But look at that, look, there's even, look, they've even been breeding. Look at the babies, look, they're just that one, how fat, look inside here. It's all different sizes, just a beautiful mixture of baby worms and a bit of paper there, which look, it's almost broken down. That'll be a couple of days, they're already broken down. So if I was put this back in the bucket now, leave it for until next week, pretty much that paper's going to be gone. If I come along, it's a little bit wet at the moment, some of it, but if you want to go to the extreme, this is what I normally do. If you come and have a look at this, I just, as I say, find the drier parts. You could leave this out for a few days to dry a little bit. It's damp, which all worms like it damp. All you do is put in the sifter, sift it through, okay? I know I'm not catching your castings. The idea of it's, now we're left with the solids, right? But what should they haven't eaten? And the worms. All I do then, just do that. Put the solids back in there, and that goes all back in the bucket. And do a little bit by little bit. Just like that, you know? Most of this is bark and stuff. It won't break down for months, but it's good bedding. Look, you got worms, bit of this, bit of that, boom. And you just keep going all the way through until you get to, and then what's not broken down, put it back in the original bucket, leave it. You don't need to put that pipe back in it. Pull it back like that. And I'll keep going all day, but I'm not going to do it today to keep you enough time on your hands to listen to all this video. And I'll just keep doing that. And the bigger stuff goes back. So then we're left empty wheelbarrow. Worms go back in there, they eat there. I've got castings. This can stay in the wheelbarrow for a few days. Whatever you want to do. You just give it to friends, reuse it in the garden. It's a win-win situation. So I'll have future videos on the smaller bucket here, which I had before. But Vernmenting is good for people that wants to go and live off the grid, or even at home. Mark Payne, he's the guru of all this. I've learned off. Anyone who knows Vernmenting knows Mark Payne. Okay, you can look him up on Instagram, YouTube. Mark Payne under Tower Grow or Vernmenting buckets. He's been doing it before I was even born. Okay, he's still doing it, and he does all his home waste, poo, wee, and all that stuff, which makes people sick. But that's not me. I'm not going to do that. So I just keep it simple. So short video today. Hope it hasn't bored people. I have a lot of worm farming people out there roll their eyes and, oh, this is no good, that's not worm farming. Well, it's not worm farming, it's Vernmenting. That's why when I put on the subtitles, I put Vernmenting. I don't put worm farming. So Vernmenting is using worms to break down food waste and stuff. Look at that, look, every handful, it's just eggs, look, eggs. I actually get better breeding program in this than I do with my breeding worms. So, you know, you learn as you go. Okay. Thanks for everybody for watching my channel and support. I'm getting a lot of support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It makes my channel grow better. There's no profit thing in it. It just makes it better for algorithm, if that's the right word. It helps my channel grow. It helps me get bigger business and better. And as you know, pretty much I'm the only one I can see, apart from gardeners shows, in Australia that's doing their thing. Okay. Now, that comment, good or bad, I don't care. Ask questions people have. I got people question me from Germany and all that stuff. If they ask me why I don't do my channels in subtitles in German, I don't know how to do it. That's a different kettle of fish. All right, now, the only thing change I've made on the top of in my page itself, okay, when you click on, it's called Buy Me a Coffee. Now, don't freak out. It's only, you can buy one coffee, whatever you want. You can get on there and check it out. That money gets built up, hopefully, gets built up from people that support me, support my channel, and that money will go back into my worm farming and help me grow. And I'm planning on traveling through Australia and going to other commercial worm farms and stuff like that, and it helps my small business. Okay, you don't have to do it, that's a different thing, but if you do see it on my thing, I'd appreciate it if you did buy me coffee, leave a nice comment. Okay, thanks for your time. Hope everybody, all my friends in America, because 97.5% all my fans, all my subscribers are American. I think I've got about 5 or 4 in Australia. Hopefully, I can get this bigger in Australia and people start noticing, but it is what it is. All right, thanks for watching my shorts, watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next video.